Today on Aging Untold, forgetting simple things, struggling to find the right words, trouble making decisions, all potential red flags for a serious problem.
Having to set reminders, that's normal. It's when it interferes with your daily life.
We'll look at how to detect the signs of mild cognitive impairment and when to seek help. Then, taking a tumble.
How do you fall?
Yeah, well, how do you get back up? And that's what Tai Chi and Pilates are going to help you do.
We'll give you some tips on upping your game for better balance to reduce the risk of falling. And later, want to know the secrets of aging gracefully?
I just turned 83.
We'll hear from a group of special seniors called superagers, who scientists say are defying time.
Instead of thinking about being 60, I'll think about 105.
Experts with advice and solutions. You're watching Aging Untold with Aging Well Coach Catherine Ambrose, gerontologist Sam Craddock, aging expert Amy O'Rourke, and board-certified physician Dr. Ray Rogers. We're all getting older. It's about time we talked about it.
Welcome to the show. It's perfectly normal to misplace your keys or forget a word now and then, but when your memory slips, you can't find the right words or you have trouble making decisions and it's happening more often, it could be mild cognitive impairment. The CDC says about 1 in 4 are caring for someone with cognitive issues. So Amy, what signs should we look for and how do we know when mild cognitive impairment is becoming a concern?
So this is what I hear a lot. I can't find my keys. Does that mean I have Alzheimer's? I can't, little things, and people freak out and think they have dementia. It's not that.
Right.
It's not that.
Because people are so afraid of dementia. And I've said it and you've said it. You know, it used to be we were afraid of cancer. Now we're afraid of dementia. And so people are so afraid that they take every little lapse into, oh my gosh, this is the first signs. This is the second signs. And that's not it. Forgetting your keys, I forget my keys. I keep AirTags on everything now. Having to set reminders, that's normal. It's when it interferes with your daily life. It's when it starts to prevent you, okay, you found your keys, you got in the car and you drive off. Now if you can't find your home, we've got a problem.
Right. That's a different problem.
That's totally different.
And it's progressive. It's not very acutely all of a sudden. It's a progressive deterioration in that. And that's what people have to recognize. And not to be afraid just because you can't remember what you went into the room for, if you are multitasking, you get overwhelmed, I do it all the time.
Sure.
I have to, okay, slow down, think about this so you can focus. But it doesn't mean I can't focus. But some people, they lose that ability to focus, and that's the problem.
Right.
Exactly.
And sometimes they're diagnosed with MCI, mild cognitive impairment. People really flip out over that.
Oh,
but
yeah.
the truth of the matter is, if you're diagnosed with MCI, there's only a 10% chance it's going to morph into a more serious chronic memory problem.
Absolutely, yeah.
So I think it's important to make sure that we're encouraging people to go see a neurologist. If you have something that interferes with your daily life, see a professional, neurologist, neuropsychologist, get tested, get evaluated, and then follow up with it, but don't just project that you're going to have a memory impairment for the rest of your life and awfullize it.
And sometimes that mild cognitive impairment really is something that can be reversed.
Exactly.
It's hormones or so, especially for women.
Thyroid.
Absolutely, and they all work together, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
But estrogen and all that, the brain is so dependent on estrogen, and so when you start to lose that at menopause, you'll start to see some of the foggy brain and things like that. So that can just be a quick intervention.
Right. I want to bring it back to what you said earlier. Dementia is not a fall off a cliff.
Right.
It is a gradual decline. A progressive dementia is very, very gradual, and they call Alzheimer's and that the long goodbye for a reason. So if you all of a sudden, yesterday everything was normal and today it's not, there's something physiologically wrong. It's not a cognitive issue at that point. I had a caregiver that walked in my office one day and she's like, Bill caught dementia. And I'm like, oh, he did? Yeah, he caught Alzheimer's. And I'm like, do tell. And she said, no, he didn't even know I was coming today. He always is at the gate. He's always excited. He didn't know I was coming. I said, but he knew you were coming yesterday. Well, yeah, he was there at the gate yesterday. He just didn't know today. I said, call his doctor. and his blood sugar was literally through the roof. And so we oftentimes self-diagnose and misdiagnose things that can be cured. And it could be something as simple as they've taken cold medicine that has affected their brain. And we know that happens with our aged community. So we
Or
can't.
they have an infection.
Or they have an
They have an
infection,
infection,
a urinary tract infection.
Or they can't hear.
Or they
Like
can't
hearing
hear.
loss, I think.
Exactly.
I mean, so many people, when you get older, their hearing loss is so common.
Right.
That you know, the hearing loss and dementia is so real, but you might just not be hearing what people are saying.
Right. So we have to remember that there's a certain amount of just normal aging that goes on, and there's a certain amount of our neurotransmitters may not fire quite as fast, and that's the communication inside the brain. And so we have to realize that that may not be firing on all cylinders any longer, no different than maybe my car doesn't go quite as fast at 300,000 miles as it did brand new off the lot.
Just because it's slowed or the function has changed, it's still working. That's different from damage.
Exactly.
And then what can we do to keep it working? Walking, talking to somebody, socializing, eating well, getting good sleep,
It's the
going to
same
the
thing
doctor,
as-
screening
Yeah.
for infection. Like, there's things that we can do to minimize the effect of the memory loss, and that if you have MCI, just know it's not a forever diagnosis.
It's just like anything else. If you don't use it, you lose it.
Exactly. So think about this, ladies. When we were kids, how many phone numbers did you know? All of them. Everybody we had to call. All of our girlfriends, all of our boyfriends, all of our parents' numbers, our grandparents' numbers. Now how many phone numbers do you recall?
Yeah.
Because we no longer use it. We let those stupid smartphones do everything for us. So we don't use that part of our brain any longer. And so it's kind of almost mushed.
Right.
And so that recall's gone. And so we have to remember that as we're aging, the same thing can happen. If we're not using it, it's going to diminish.
All right. Very encouraging, too, that you can maybe turn it around and
Yeah,
get better.
absolutely.
Still ahead, how scammers tamper with gift cards to drain the cash before you make your first purchase.
So obviously it had been scratched off and compromised already, but she didn't know.
But first, tips on how to reduce your risk of falling and improve your balance.
Well, it's all about core strength.
Core strength.
Core strength, teaching core strength and learning the different things that we can do to develop that core strength as we age.
So, did you know that exercises like Tai Chi or yoga can help with improving balance and reduce the risk of falls? Exercises like that are designed to strengthen muscles, improve coordination, and increase flexibility, all essential in lowering the risk of falls in older adults. The Institute of Aging says that more than 1 in 4 people over the age of 65 fall each year. And we'll get to some of the other recommendations for preventing falls. But first, Dr. Ray, let's talk about what some of the contributing factors are that lead to falls or the loss of balance.
As we get older, we all tend to lose muscle. We gain more fat, what we call sarcopenia. And muscle is what I call the currency of longevity, because that's your strength. You see, and it's harder to maintain muscle because we don't utilize protein. The proteins are not synthesized as efficiently as they used to. We break down protein quicker than what we used to. And then you have the balance, vision, hearing, all those different things. And so a person needs to stay physically active, even if that means if it's just sitting in the chair, doing exercise in the chair or yoga in the chair.
Your legs.
Things like that, that keep you well grounded and balanced. Yeah.
I think in some ways, the fear of falling creates a fall.
Uh-huh.
I was watching a friend of mine walk, and she's older.
Chair walking.
What she was walking but with this narrow, and she was almost hobbling, and she hurt, and she was afraid of falling. So she, over time, had just stopped moving. So I think letting that fear overtake you and not getting help, like we helped her, go handle your pain, get your pain taken care of, go back to yoga, go back to doing the things that you were doing to build your confidence back up.
There is that fear of falling, but the reality is, have you ever had a fall?
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever fallen?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we all fall. What we forget to talk about is where the real damage comes a lot of times isn't just the fall, it's the long lay. It's being there without the help of a call button or a fall button. And you're laying there and now you dehydrate, you've got a broken bone, you may have hit your head, you may bleed out. All of those things happen. And that long lay causes pressure sores and all kinds of issues. So, you know, that's why I try and teach, how do you fall?
Yeah. Well, how do you get back up?
Well-
And that's what Tai Chi and Pilates are going to help you do.
Yeah.
Well, it's all about core strength.
Core strength.
Core strength, teaching core strength and learning the different things that we can do to develop that core strength.
Right, and if you're off balance, get help with it. Is it any medicine that you're on? Have your doctor look at it.
Is it a hearing issue?
Is
An
it a
inner ear
hearing
issue?
issue? Yeah, and are you practicing balancing?
Or maybe you need devices that help you.
Right.
Use a walker.
Yeah.
There's no shame in using an assisted device. I don't want to wear glasses, but guess what? I don't like not seeing. So I wear glasses now. And so the day will come where I'll need another assistant device to maybe help ambulate. And so there's no shame in that. But you know,
At some point, they're gonna design a pretty walker. I mean, is
They
there
have
an
pretty
entrepreneur
walkers.
There's
out
some
there that
pretty
would
nice
please-
walkers.
there's some pretty nice walkers. But you know, when I think about the prevention side of it, walkers, exercise, but also talking about glasses, remember to clean your glasses and remembering to lift the light up in the room, because if you're not seeing well, you're definitely going to have more opportunity for tripping.
There's a lot of age tech devices and things that you can add to add light to your home and keep your pathways clear.
And get a fall alert button that detects when the fall happens.
Still to come, we'll uncover how so-called superagers make their golden years shine.
The best thing you can do for your brain is to exercise it, to stretch it, to keep it active. And the way that we do that is by doing new things.
And coming up next, how a scam involving gift cards can be costly for you.
They're taking these gift card numbers. Once they have access to them, they will check the balance of the gift cards and wait for money to be loaded. And as soon as it's loaded, they'll use it themselves.
Gift cards are a quick and easy way to purchase a gift for a friend, but we found some scammers are targeting cards before you can deliver the present. Caroline Hicks in North Carolina explains how this con allows criminals to deplete them before you have a chance to use them.
Mike Tweed thought he found the perfect Christmas present for his niece at this CVS in Gastonia. He put $250 on 2 Visa Vanilla gift cards.
She brought it to my attention that she had just tried to use these gift cards and they were declined.
When she told you that, what were you thinking?
Obviously fraud, because it was brought to my attention when I was buying these that there was a lot of fraud with these gift cards. She inspected them thoroughly and said, I think these have not been tampered with.
That was not the case.
They're taking these gift card numbers. Once they have access to them, they will check the balance of the gift cards and wait for money to be loaded. And as soon as it's loaded, they'll use it themselves.
Gift card expert and consumer advocate Shelley Hunter says scammers are getting more sophisticated.
They'll do a whole bunch of things, including put on stickers over the top of pins, or, they might heat a gift card to release the glue from it so that they can get access to the gift card inside and then put it back together.
Tweed says his niece confirmed the security codes were visible when she went to use the cards.
So obviously it had been scratched off and compromised already, but she didn't know.
Tweed immediately contacted CVS to get his money back.
They said, you need to take this up with Visa. So called Visa, and Visa claimed no responsibility in this process. They said, you need to take it up with the banks that issue these cards.
Once I contacted CVS, they investigated the claim and told me they would be issuing him a refund. A spokesperson also said they take several steps to protect these products in store, including signage on the gift card racks warning customers about scams. Tweed believes they're not doing enough.
I think they need to be behind the counter. They need to be under lock or a glass or something that protects these codes.
Hunter is also pushing for stricter regulations to protect consumers.
I think it's time for us to start connecting card numbers to the customer who purchased them. It won't stop the scams entirely, but it will make it easier for stores and businesses and even law enforcement to know who victims are and who can help them solve this problem.
If you want to buy a gift card to a specific store, Hunter suggests purchasing it directly from that store rather than a large retailer. If you want to buy a bank-issued gift card, she recommends buying it online or directly from the bank. She also suggests holding on to your purchase and activation receipts. Now, if you are a victim of a gift card draining scam, you should report it to the Federal Trade Commission at reportfraud.ftc.gov.
What a pain in the neck. I mean, the money is terrible, but then just the nuisance of having to straighten that out. And it sounds like they have a lot of solutions.
Their solutions are not foolproof, and this makes me madder than anybody knows.
There was a surge in that about a year ago. I remember them saying, I'm like, how are they getting to these numbers?
So we give out gift cards every month for our clients and our employees for birthdays. And I cannot tell you, it's almost monthly where we get a phone call that one of the cards isn't working. And we go direct to the store and we buy them there. We buy them from behind the counter. We do everything right. And
even behind the counter?
Even behind the counter, we make the employees give them to us.
So were
and
they
we
compromised before they went behind the counter?
Who knows?
I have a confession. I give cash. I'm like, my
Can I be on your Christmas card list?
Yeah, I know. They go, can you send it by Venmo? And I said, no.
No.
I'm not sending cash.
Right.
Because I don't know that I want to give gift cards somehow that's not, but I've got to grow into a new system. But now that I'm hearing this, I'm not sure I want to.
For seniors, sometimes they're told, well, you could just give a gift card, it'll be easier. And that way they don't have to go out and shop. And in one of our extended family situations, the in-laws give gift cards, but we get like a Christmas list with actual items, so it makes it easy for us to click on the link to buy from Amazon or get the gift, because we like to give a wrapped gift instead of a gift card. But just all these different ways to give.
Coming up, how this group of special seniors, whose scientists call superagers, are flipping the script on aging.
Look at this and look at this. How do you feel?
Oh, I feel great.
Everyone wants to know the secret to aging gracefully, right? Well, scientists have been studying a group of special seniors called superagers who are defying time, and Thayer wine certainly fits that mold. Here's Tracy Cornett in Nashville with more.
Hold it right here.
I'd been stretching, kicking, and ball changing behind this woman for years. Left corner, front row at Jazzercise Green Hills. Her name? Thayer Wine, a longtime former food critic at the Tennessean, published cookbook author,
This book is sort of obsolete.
who studied ballet at the Sorbonne in France, then picked up painting post-retirement.
Doing the branches and stuff of the tree over here.
Impressive? Sure. But what has fellow dance mates particularly jazzed is Thayer's age.
I just turned 83.
Yes, 83, and still doing push-ups.
Instead of thinking about being 60, I'm thinking about 105.
Is Thayer a super-ager? Dr. Emily Rogalski says she certainly could be.
We define them by their age, being at least age 80, and then having memory performance at least as good as 50 to 60-year-olds, and being at least average in other aspects of cognition. So language and attention, and what we call executive functioning, that has to do with our ability to plan and organize.
Left, to be left, sing with me. Are you ready? Tell me what you got.
First, they stay connected with other people.
If there was one thing that I would say is really important for one to do is it seems like social engagement is a really important factor, finding that social connectedness with others.
They do things they like and find challenging.
The best thing you can do for your brain is to exercise it, to stretch it, to keep it active. And the way that we do that is by doing new things.
They embrace novel experiences, good conversations, volunteering, new ways to exercise.
Especially if it's a little bit unpredictable and it's a slightly different class than you've gone to before.
They keep learning and they pay attention.
Attention is essential for memory. If you're not paying attention, it's impossible for you to retain that information.
Paying attention to her body and keeping a routine, Thayer says are working for her. Inspiring us superagers in training along the way.
Look at this and look at this. How do you feel?
Oh, I feel great.
Oh, I love that story because I love to dance. You'll see me in my chair over here dancing quite a bit. I love to dance, and I'm the proud daughter of superager who loves to dance, and she's out dancing and listening to rock and roll almost every night.
Your mom is a hoot.
Yeah, and she needs to be in a class like that because that looks like so much fun. But the joy and the laughter, plus, I know this because of my mother, there's many studies that say that dancing is one of the best exercises that you can possibly do.
Because it's exercise and you don't know it, it's fun.
Yeah.
But it's movement, there's circulation. It all boils down to the same thing, blood flow.
Blood flow, blood flow, blood flow.
You're also challenging your brain because you're trying to learn the
and that
the
balance
steps.
and all that. And
Right.
balance, equilibrium in that.
Right.
But did you hear what she said when she talked about a big piece of it, social engagement?
Yeah.
Social engagement, huge.
And learning something new. I had a woman who had a memory problem, and the caregiver brought her to a painting class. And she painted, and we actually gave her art as Christmas cards every year because they were so beautiful. But her memory stayed the same for so long.
Because she was engaging her
Yeah,
brain and creating new pathways.
That's right.
So your brain will rewire. It will create new pathways.
So it's like it's for the superager, but really for everybody.
Right.
The more you kind of learn new things and do new things, and I was thinking about that caregiver, like what prompted her to take her to that painting class? It was brilliant.
So you can take these classes like at the YMCA through the Silver Sneakers program. You could do it through a senior center program. So a lot of these things are free or very low cost.
Exactly.
All right. We don't talk enough about aging, and that's why we're here, to embrace it and talk about it together. Until next time on Aging Untold.
On the next Aging Untold, as parents, we're used to being the boss and not taking orders from our kids. We'll talk about adult children who say their older parents are making bad decisions. A closer look at who should have the final say and when do you compromise.